Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to That Hashtag Show. This is our series premiere of our after show for American Gods called Shadow of Gods. Today we have a frequent guest of Hashtag. You want to introduce yourself there?
How's it going, everyone?
Know you?
My name is Earl Balon. I've been here before.
Tell them what you do, Earl.
I'm an actor, improviser. You might have seen me at the at the Secret Rose Theater in North Hollywood. And if you play video games, you might hear my voice somewhere.
Nice, very nice. And you guys know me, I'm Migdalia. I do the Riverdale after show. I did the Legion after show. I'm on the convention circuit. So welcome back. I'm so excited to do this show. And that episode was pretty wild, wasn't it?
It was crazy. I don't know. Sometimes I surprise myself how many times I say what the.
Yes, you can. Yeah. It's just like it was very jam packed. It seemed very long, but not in a bad way.
No, it felt like there was a lot going on. I mean, it just because it followed maybe 4 different storylines.
Yeah, trying to introduce all our major players for the season.
Yeah,
it appears to be. So yeah, what's like your initial reaction to this show?
It is pretty cool. I think the last thing I saw that was Brian Fuller was Hannibal, and I'm kind of getting flashbacks of that because there are a lot of the visuals kind of harken back to that visual style. Everything's kind of dark. A lot of colors that pop, like red pops a lot, and like this weird spirit animal. We had like a white buffalo in this one with fiery eyes. And
that was pretty trippy there.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, this was created by Brian Fuller, the show. He's a producer and the showrunner for this. He did Pushing Daisies and Dead Like Me and Hannibal. And this was based off of a book by Neil Gaiman. So it's a great set of talent running the show here. I was like the same. I was like, I can't wait to see the next episode. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Legion, and the cinematography was wonderful. Like, there was a lot of blood, a lot of red, a lot of splashing. I was like, am I watching 300 or The Shining or something?
It's so.
It was incredible. So we're introduced to our main protagonist, Shadow Moon, which. That's a badass name. That reminds me of Idris Elba's character's name in Pacific Rim.
Oh yeah, Stacker Pentecost, which is how you pronounce my name on Facebook apparently.
Yeah, there you go. So we have Shadow Moon, and he's in prison doing time for. Do we know for what?
I'm not sure.
I didn't catch that.
Some kind of we know he's a hustler. He does hand tricks. Worked at a casino, so.
Might be like a con man.
Yeah, some kind of
He's
con
probably
guy.
Part of the Ocean's 11 team.
Yeah, let's call him that.
And then
Shadow Moon.
Yeah, Shadow Moon. And his wife is played by Emily Browning, and her name is Laura Moon, and she's killed, as everybody saw. She's killed, so Shadow Moon is released from prison early. What do you think about Shadow Moon, who's played by Ricky Whittle?
I thought he was great. Especially that beginning thing. I mean, he's just likable from the beginning. Him, and I kind of wanted to see more of his prison buddy, Jonathan Tucker. Is that his name? The actor. Yeah. Because he's an Hannibal alumni, and he plays this really cool bad guy in Hannibal, and it was good to see him again. But him playing off of Shadow Moon, Mr. Ricky Whittle, it was cool. It was cool watching them, and I think they had a pretty good rapport. So.
Do you think we're going to see them again?
I think...
Or at least his character.
I feel like, Jonathan Tucker might pop up here and there. Kind of just flashbacks to when Shadow Moon was in prison. That feels like a device they would use over and over again. I mean, to great effect, hopefully.
For a minute there, I thought he was going to be one of the gods. He was just going to... Because there's a scene where he seems to be out of the prison, and I was like, oh, wait.
He could be a god. What if he is?
Was one of those.
What if he's, Wednesday,
Yeah, what if?
Could be.
And so Wednesday, played by the great Ian McShane, Deadwood fame, and he's just done a lot. Ray Donovan, you know this guy,
Thrones.
Game of Thrones. He was just recently on. Rest in peace. Oh, spoiler alert. Yeah, for those for your for our West Coasters here, it hasn't aired live yet. This was available all day via streaming, I guess on the Starz website. So if you're from the East Coast, you probably saw this episode, but guys, major spoilers here. This is an after show. We're talking about what happened in the episode. So fair warning there. Mr. Wednesday, because he apparently named himself after knowing what day of the week it was. He's played by Ian McShane, and he is based off the god Odin, which wasn't explicitly said in this episode.
But we did start the entire series off with an Odin story, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole beginning sequence was pretty wild.
Yeah. People stabbing their eyes out.
I know. Would you
in tribute to the one-eyed god?
I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm like, no, kill me now.
No.
Yeah. So what was I couldn't really follow at first. What was the deal with the sand and the wind? They got stranded. So they were testing the sand to see if the sand moved, so they can know when to leave.
When there was wind, yeah.
Yeah. So it got really crazy. They were stabbing their eyes out. They were sacrificing something, and then they were
with a cauterized knife.
Yeah, it was like
cauterizing knife.
Super hot. They were like, oh wait, this is the god of war. Hey, we need to start killing people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our first graphic scene. Like heads were rolling, and there was just like a splash of blood. For a minute there, I thought it was directed by Quentin Tarantino.
There's a little bit of Kill Bill.
Wow, yeah. There was just like intestines and people being cut in half.
There's a good amount of intestine, even like at the top and at the bottom of the episode. So I mean.
Yeah, bookend.
Bookending.
Intestine.
Intestine bookends. Can we hashtag that?
Yeah, exactly. Bookend intestines.
Yeah.
Is that too much for you guys? So what do we got going on YouTube? Let's see who's there. Anyone there, Keith? He's making like gestures at me. He's gonna get mad because I said that he was making gestures at me. But yes, welcome to the chat. Let's so you guys know we're gonna give you some attention here. Is
that what I sound like?
We do that all the time here.
Crap.
All right, so let's say good evening to Robert. Ryan Star Super Steel Thomas. What happened to Ninja Steel? I was just like, where's Ryan Ninja Steel Thomas? Because I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks. So welcome, buddy. Jezzer, what's up, man? Jezzer, Xavier Clark, Justin. Hey, Justin. And and Josh Goldman. Hello.
What's up?
So there's our party there. So so everyone's like, there was so much blood, it's like 300, and the arm flying out and everything, so.
The arm flying out and impaling the guy in the throat? So good.
I know, like the fight choreography was amazing, and that color scheme, I really liked the color scheme. It was like greens and browns and oh god, it reminds me of something and I can't think of it right now, like a movie. Maybe it was 300. That whole color scheme. I have to see who the cinematographer is for this show or production designer.
I do not know.
I do not either. And I guess he's not a god, but another key character we meet is Mad Sweeney, played by Pablo Schreiber. And he is the leprechaun.
He's a leprechaun.
He's like a 6 foot tall leprechaun.
It's the best thing I've ever heard.
I know. That whole scene with the coin and everything.
Yeah.
And him just flicking it off, and then he's just trying to start a fight, and then he's all jacked and stuff.
Like, I'm glad that he was wearing suspenders, because that just, for some reason, just made everything real for me.
I know, I was like, you sure you're not Irish, dude? Because I was like, I'm Russian from Moscow. Like, you could still be Irish and be from Moscow.
Yeah. Genetic drift, you know.
Yeah.
That's not what that means, but, you know, whatever.
Genetic drift. Hashtag genetic drift. Justin asks, Earl, are you an actor or something, like cartoons or TV or something? He might have came in late while you were introducing yourself.
Oh, hi. I am an actor. I voice act for video games. If you have played the recent Tomb Raider games, you may have heard my voice on there.
Oh, who do you play?
I play Jonah, who is like Lara Croft's like bosom buddy, traveling companion.
Awesome.
I'm a large Polynesian man, so you might...
Not to get off, oh my god, I'm just like 52% from completing the first game.
Okay.
It's like, this game is so long. I'm trying to get to the second one already. Yeah.
It's a good length game. I mean, I 100%ed the first one, so.
Oh my god, how long did that take you? It's taken me 4 years.
Like 30 hours or something.
30
like that.
hours.
I'm slow too. So.
That's not slow.
Yeah.
So you like this mad leprechaun guy? Does
Yeah,
he sell
he's
it for
cool.
you?
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I dig I want to see how how they use him in later seasons. I have this thing for like trickster characters.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe he's a comic relief.
Yeah, he could be the
almost.
comic relief, like the trickster character in like Supernatural. What's his name? I can't even remember.
Loki?
Was it Loki? I don't know.
I don't watch Supernatural.
Gabriel? No.
Loki is in the...
It's been a while.
Yeah, I was like, Loki from Thor?
Yeah, also, he is kind of a trickster character.
No, he's definitely, yeah.
I mean, like, in the histories, in the comics, not so. I mean, in the MCU, not so much. But
Yeah, I know you guys seem to like the whole coin thingy.
Yeah.
I was like,
Gonna
I
learn
think
how to do
that
that.
bit kind of ran a little too long for me. I was just like,
I got it.
do something else.
Fight already.
Conjure a rainbow.
I want to know what happened to the coin that he put on his wife's grave.
Yeah, what was that coin about? Is that like to call a god?
Yeah.
Is that what kind of special coin was that?
That just makes me want to like look up like leprechaun myths.
Yeah.
What do you do if you find a pot of gold? Oh, it's a wish, right? You find a leprechaun's gold, you get a wish.
I wonder if she comes back to life.
Damn! Damn, son. Some monkey paw stuff going on.
Probably one of the weirdest scenes of the night, and you created a whole hashtag out of it. Hashtag hungry vagina. Which trend that guys into our chat here.
Hungry vagina.
Hungry vagina. This lady, so she's waiting at the bar, and this guy comes in, and he's actually Freddie from Mad Men. I know him from.
She's got like Tinder up or something.
Yeah, she's got like Tinder open. Yeah, exactly. It's like a date, and then he's like, "You're the prettiest thing I ever had." And they start having sex, and it gets like really intense.
It gets super intense.
I was like, "Keep saying my name. Keep saying my name."
I was sitting here like, should we be watching this together?
I know. I was like, this seems to be a private moment here.
I feel very voyeuristic. Right
Oh
now.
my goodness. And then it's like she starts turning red or so. I was like, is the screen getting blown out or what? Did you notice that?
I didn't notice the her getting red. I noticed her kind of getting like her, because she looked a little drier or like desiccated, and then like the skin started to like glow and fill out.
Yeah, almost like
that.
flush. She was like, I was like, oh, she's like turning red or
Just
something.
happens during sex. I mean, anyway.
And then she starts getting bigger, he's smaller, and I don't know if he became sort of possessed, but he kind of knew like everything to say and her name and all that, because I don't know if she ever introduced herself. But basically her vagina ate him.
Yes. Vagina ate him.
I were like, what the hell just happened? So
I want to know how the legs worked.
I know. I was just like, I'm ready to suck you in now. I don't know. That was just so weird. And then, she looks at herself in the mirror and it's like, I'm the bomb.
Again.
I'm the bomb. She can't, her vagina can't eat all the men, though.
I guess not, because they would need more men.
Yeah. I mean, so the whole point of that is these gods can't exist. Someone's like Freddy Krueger can't exist without people believing in them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they start to lose a bit of their power here. Let's see. Oh, we got that hungry vagina hashtagging.
Hungry vagina.
Xavier, death by pussy. No, Xavier, user.
Death by pussy.
Let's see.
You guys seen Teeth? Remember that movie?
Oh, I heard about that.
Vagina dentata.
I heard about that movie, Teeth. So
Yeah.
that's what that was.
Having flashbacks of that.
What did you think about her character?
Bilquis?
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see where they take that, because it seems like she's an older god.
Mm-hmm.
Like sex gods being like one of the oldest kind of types of god.
Right.
And in mythologies, it's kind of like, it feels like she's vying for power with the other gods more so than Odin or technical boy.
Technical boy.
So it's gonna be kind of cool to see like how she plays her hand by the end of this show, whenever that is. Or I don't even know if the book series has ended yet.
Right. Yeah, because my whole thing is, if her thing is about she's the goddess of love or sex or lust or whatever, and she's trying to find relevance in today's world, but why? We seem to be more sexualized.
I know.
in today's world than back then. So yeah, this will be very interesting how they play that. I don't know if it's more interpersonal relationships rather than trying to find love on Tinder and online and forging relationships that way. Which could bring us to our next character, Technical Boy.
Technical Boy.
He's one of the new gods, apparently. And I was trying to be like, is he like a hipster? Or...
He's like a cross between Silicon Valley and Silver Lake.
He is the god of Silicon Valley. He was really weird.
Yeah. I was having vibes of the architect.
Yeah.
From The Matrix.
Yeah, Shadow Moon finds his like box or something on the ground and it jumps up at him like Venus flytrap.
It's like a mechanical electronic head crab.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, VR. And he like threatens him. He wants to know what Odin is doing. And he's like, well, I just started from working for Odin like this morning. And then he started throwing out quips. He's like, well, we're going to kill you. And I don't know. It's like these faceless men.
Yeah,
like the putties from Power Rangers.
Putties. Let's call them putties from now on.
That's what the putties should have looked like in a Power Rangers movie.
I did not watch it, but I'll agree.
They basically look like rock monsters in the movie, so it was kind of like...
This is a little scarier, I think.
Yeah, those were freaky. So once they like get him out of that whole area thing, and the whole scene with them beating him up, putting the rope around his neck, that seemed very like 1960s or 50s throwback because they looked like they were just like Confederate soldiers or something.
Looked like they were like
string up a black man.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Are they going to go through this on screen?
They are totally going through with it.
They went through with it.
It just brought up that imagery to me.
Same for me.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. I was like, I might just always making something out of nothing.
Right now.
Let's go to the Kit Chat. A succubus, Josh? No, I don't think she's a succubus. That's like a demon. Okay? She's a god.
And I don't think they gather power from, well, maybe they do, but she seems like she has more of an agenda.
Justin likes Technical Boy.
You like Technical Boy?
It's like Technical Boy is so dope. I love it because he makes sense on so many levels. Oh, Daniel Jerome just joined us here. Hey, Daniel. Ryan, that sex scene blew my mind.
Nice.
Did it blow your mind?
It was pretty mind blowing. I wonder how long.
Were you uncomfortable?
I was a tad uncomfortable because, like I said, it felt like I feel like I'm watching too much. It was like watching Spartacus. If you ever seen that movie, I mean, if you ever seen that series, at some point towards the end of the series, you're just like, I feel like I've seen it in like too much cock.
Well, that's almost like True Blood. I heard about that show too.
It's like
right?
a lot of just sex.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it, but that's what everybody was always talking about, the sex scenes in True Blood.
Let's make a supercut.
Supercut. Justin says it was like the Greek god thing. They need to be worshipped to exist, so she needs to be worshipped, and her nana ate him up. Hashtag her nana. And Xavier says something like Shiva Kamini. What is this a spell or something? What is that? I can't be reading random stuff.
I don't know.
Like behind shadows is hashtag the other
Sarlacc pit.
Sarlacc pit, hashtag hungry vagina.
10,000 years.
It was 10,000 years. Yeah, so I don't I'm trying to just think here. So this is the first episode. What else happened that was kind of like
I want to know who freed him at the end. Cause something.
Oh, I think it was Mr. Wednesday.
You think it was Mr. Wednesday? I could see that. I could totally see that.
But if it was Mr. Wednesday, why not just show him?
I know, that's what I was saying. This is the cliffhanger. Maybe it was Mad Sweeney, our resident leprechaun.
That's who I thought it was gonna be, because there's the level of violence, and I don't think Mr. Wednesday, unless he had like magical powers, would like, because he obviously has muscle for a reason.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do the work himself. Mm-hmm. And what about his wife? So there's this friend. Was it Lonnie?
Robbie.
It was Robbie and his wife. They got into a car accident. They got killed. But initially, it was only said that his wife got killed.
Yeah.
And he didn't find out about the friend until Mad Sweeney told him. And then we get to the funeral, and the wife's all like, "Your wife died with my husband's cock in her mouth."
So that's a lot of
Oh,
cock.
baby doll, what you been up to, girl?
What's up, damn girl?
Yeah,
Wow.
guys. So you see, don't try that at home. You can actually get in an accident and get killed.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. And then, like, when we find out it was severed, very explicitly severed at the base.
Oh my God! Could you imagine being found like that? Oh.
When did they film that?
I don't. Yeah, we're gonna see a flashback on that. But do you find that suspect at all? Do you think it's gonna be a bigger plot point, especially with his best friend's wife, Audrey?
I think it could be. I mean, we're talking about gods at this point. They can like manipulate, assuming they have a certain amount of power, they could manipulate anything and everything around them. What if Wednesday has always wanted Shadow Moon here?
Yeah.
Like he tapped him a long time ago, and the whole maybe pushing his wife to this with Robbie and all that stuff is all just part of a bigger plan. Could be conspiracy theory.
Right. I'm wondering why Shadow Moon was targeted. Is he like a descendant? Because he's having all these kind of prophetic dreams. And
That's true.
Visually, yeah, this was great. Like when he was lying in a prison cell and then the ceiling opened up and his wife was there. It's like, good night. And yeah, I want to know more of his story, more of his background. Yeah. What do you think?
Me too. I would like to. I think we're going to find that out.
Do you think he's like a descendant?
I think there's got to be some kind of story to him. I mean, otherwise it's kind of a lost, or like it's a lost opportunity.
Right.
There's got to be some kind of interest, something interesting about him to Odin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because why single this guy out?
Yeah, why single this guy out?
There's more to the story. So this episode was titled "The Bone Orchid." So what do you think that refers to?
The Bone Orchid.
And now I'm gonna see here.
I don't know. I don't remember flowers anymore. In the.
Well, yeah. At first, I thought like her death was like kind of suspicious. I was like, is this like the catalyst for the whole series? But it just seems to be like kind of a normal thing that just happened. Mm-hmm. But I think like what we said about the coin at the end, like she's gonna come back to life. Tell us, guys, what you think. One, if Laura Moon will be coming back to life, and two, what's Shadow Moon's deal? Is he a descendant of a god, or why did Odin like pick this guy out of everybody? All right, we'll try to find out what the meaning of this episode title is. Yeah, let's go to the chat.
Moon Day.
Justin says, I don't know. I don't think there was enough cock. Okay.
Jupiter's cock.
Just indulge. Oh my glob. Oh, that should have been the hashtag.
Oh my glob.
The wife was a hoe and her friend was mad thirsty. She should be on a Sprite commercial because she just obeyed her thirst. Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
Points.
Let's see. Ryan's asked, how come TV show gotta have sex scene? Just asking. Because it's God. That's all they did was drink and have sex because they didn't have TV.
Wasn't
with the interwebs.
Spartacus was on Stars too, wasn't it? This is a trend with Stars. It's just so much.
They're just like, go to town.
Yeah, just do it. It's like one step below porn. It's all right. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that it exists as such.
Porn. I'm wondering if these are the only characters, or if we're going to be introduced to like any more new gods or old gods or anything like that. Maybe our producer can pull something up back there.
I don't know. We could. I kind of feel like this is a pretty good set of starting characters, starting cast. Mm-hmm. I think we can follow these people for a while. I know that the more people that they bring up, more characters that they bring up, like people start complaining, or like it's hard for people to follow. Like Game of Thrones has so many characters.
Nothing can reach the amount of characters for Game of Thrones. So we still need to be introduced to Mr. World and Mr. Nancy and Easter. What? Is this real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you know what? Orlando Jones was just cast in this show.
Oh, was he?
He's playing Mr. Nancy, I think, and they were talking about that. Yeah, so Easter, okay, that's a cool name. Zoria. It looks like we have a good collection of people here. That's going to be a lot of characters.
Chernobog, huh? Laura Moon.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have like a whole collection of gods. It can't just be like 2 or 3 walking around and.
Yeah. What if the reason Wednesday is after Shadow Moon is not him, it's his wife? What if?
Like she's a god, or he wants to marry her,
or something like that. She has some kind of some power, and he's like Shadow Moon's gonna eventually end up like as a
or like a
bargaining
bridge.
piece. Yeah.
Interesting theory. I wonder if the chat has anything to say. Justin says, I think the coin will act like her payment for passage into the afterlife.
Like Charon, the river Styx.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. Yeah, she has to come back. I mean, you're not going to get someone like Emily Browning to be at like 15 seconds in the star show. Just like, no.
She had to audition for this co-star, or she just kind of like lies in a coffin.
Thanks, Ryan. Said red looks good on me. So what do you think's gonna happen in the next episode or for the upcoming season? Or do you think we're gonna have any like major deaths of any of these characters?
I seriously thought for a second that Shadow Moon was gonna die.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
For 1 second, I was like, they're gonna kill him.
No.
Maybe I just have Game of Thrones on the brain. I'm like, they're just anybody could just die.
Well, I don't think so. I don't even think Technical Boy's gonna die.
I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think we're gonna see a death for a while, actually. Because we all got I think we're not gonna see a death of a main character. We're gonna see a lot of death in general.
Like the side, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking about earlier the symbolism of all the red going on.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
We were just talking about how like there's so much like the blood in this episode, like it was really this kind of bright, almost iridescent red, and it was kind of foreshadowed when we have Mr. Wednesday sitting in the plane in first class next to Shadow Moon, and he pulls his blanket over himself, and this bright red blanket.
Yeah.
Kind of was like like I said, foreshadowing. Like this is what's gonna happen. This God of War, is gonna employ this guy, and it's just gonna be. It's an omen. Everything's gonna be blood. It's gonna be lots of blood everywhere. Not that I'm opposed to that, but
Graphic. No, yeah. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan used a lot of red for The Sixth Sense to symbolize death whenever a dead person was around. Red is used to symbolize anger, passion, which played a big part in Bilquis' scene. Yeah. So it definitely has a lot of meaning, and it was a big point of at least this episode. And that whole end shot when it was just like the red and the green and the blue of the sky, I was like, wow, that's incredible. This is a credible looking show, if anything. I even liked the acting. It was pretty well acted to me.
The acting was on point. It's just, I like everybody. I like the entire cast.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, everybody's got it. Everybody, you want to watch everybody, that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'm totally sold on Shadow Moon yet.
Okay.
I don't know. It seemed a little stiff to me, but maybe that was what he was told to do, or it's just.
You just need more backstory,
I need more backstory. Yeah. He didn't seem to mourn his wife very well, and I don't like to talk about how people grieve about other people in their lives because people grieve in different ways. You don't have to be in a flood of tears or anything. But it was just weird. Except when he initially got the news. Yeah. He was a little taken aback there.
He mourns like I do. It's like this.
Yeah. Like,
Except there was less alcohol involved.
Yeah, exactly. And then the director, he did Hard Candy. The director was David Slade for this episode. He did Hard Candy, 30 Days a Night, the Twilight Saga, Eclipse, Breaking Bad, Awake Hannibal, and American Gods. great slate of
resume,
films there. I mean, especially Hard Candy. It was so good.
Just Twilight Eclipse.
We won't talk about that. I shouldn't even have said anything. But no, this was
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, wait, I didn't either, but there's a reason why.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is all around, like, for behind the scenes, in front of the camera. This is like a really, really tight episode. Even though there was so much going on, it actually didn't feel as crazy as Legion felt in its first few episodes, when it was like too much going on. It was overwhelming, but this was kind of like skillfully done and very clean.
They probably had a lot of characters in Legion, didn't they? I didn't watch it. But.
No, they probably had about the same amount of characters. Okay. They were just trying to. They were kind of doing a choice where the main character kind of had schizophrenia the first few episodes.
Okay.
So they were trying to get the audience into that mindset. Yeah, it was pretty much fucking me up. Let's see, any particular items in the show that stood out? We talked about the coin, but we don't know the meaning of the coin, but you said that came from Mad Sweeney, right?
It came from Mad Sweeney. It was one of his coins, because he basically paid Shadow Moon to fight him.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, there's that whole leprechaun thing. If you find their pot of gold, then you get a wish, so...
And he's gonna wish for his wife to come back.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, what the fuck, you're cheating on me?
Yeah. And then she comes back and there's a cock in her mouth.
I need to see what Robbie looks like, because if you're gonna cheat on Shadow Moon,
I know.
I mean, come on. Like, all you have to do is wait a couple days.
I know. I'm not even into dudes, and I was like, that's a good looking guy.
Exactly.
You just gotta admit it sometimes, you know.
I know. It's like so hot.
When he had 225 up on on that weight bench, I was like, yeah, man, you're working out with 2 plates.
Matt Sweeney's not bad himself. That whole fight was just like, he was like tearing Shadow Moon up for a minute. There's like back and forth.
I thought it was going to be one-sided at the very
beginning. I know, me too. And then he turned around and like kind of knocked him around. And this is a very like testosterone-filled show. Not that the ladies can see it, but this is definitely like a guys' night type of show.
Boys' night.
Boys' night. You know, you have your blood, your sex, and your violence.
Yes.
Turned up to a 10.
Yeah. 11 in some parts.
11 in some parts, for sure. Okay, Justin says, I think the red represents gods and their power. It was there when the leprechaun fought Shadow Moon. It was there when Mr. Wednesday went to sleep and entered Shadow Moon's dream. And it was there in the sex scene.
Lots of red in the sex scene. It was like the entire room was covered in red.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan asks us, will we ride in an airplane with thunder and lightning in the sky?
I was thinking about that exact same thing while that scene was going.
I was like, okay, for a dude who's like is flying his first plane, you wouldn't be that chill.
No, I was thinking about it because like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I took a trip to New York, and it was right after the hurricane happened. So they had another storm rolling in.
Yeah,
it was the first time I had flown through a storm. And I was shitting bricks because you would get these things where you would be all just chilled and all of a sudden the plane would just drop
like a dip. Yeah,
yeah. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't do that.
I've been in those as well. The turbulence could get crazy even without a storm. So
exactly.
I thought Shadow Moon was just like way too chill for that. I mean, I would. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I would do it. I'm fine with plane rides. I like the turbulence sometimes because I can like go to sleep while rocking.
I would do what Shadow Moon did, just like try to fall asleep. Take some Dramamine.
Oh my goodness. I want to look up some of these gods that are coming up here. And
Easter is
yeah, let's see. American gods.
Probably a god of the harvest, I think, or something like that.
Characters. I want to talk about some of these people. You should do a voice while I'm looking this up.
I'll do a voice. I'll do it.
Loki Lysmith. Okay, I want to talk about Orlando Jones's character because apparently he got this role after it trended on Twitter.
Orlando Jones?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
From what was that show? Sleepy Hollow. And he got killed off of there. I know everybody was going ape shit.
Ape shit.
Ape shit. Okay, so let's see. He's one of the old gods. Is Anansi, and he tells stories. Wait, he wasn't the guy in the beginning, right? Tells stories of West African animism.
Yeah,
such characters as tiger and monkey. In these stories, Mr. Nancy plays tricks on the other animals as he is a trickster god. So we actually have a trickster god.
He's like the Native American trickster god, or no? He said African.
Yeah, African. I don't think that was him in the beginning. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Yeah, who was the chronicler? Who was that dude?
Who was that guy?
I was like,
everyone in the chat, let us know who that guy was. Let's see. All right, what do we got? What is the set of shots Shadow drank?
Seal deal. I don't know. I have to look up like old Norse drinking tradition, I guess.
Wait, so when did he at the bar?
At the bar, like after he said yes, or like he flipped the head. Wednesday comes back with like a scotch for him and Mad Sweeney, and then 3 shots for Shadow Moon.
Oh, it's the Three Kingsmen? 3 kings.
Three kings?
No, because we did this on my 21st birthday. It was four horsemen and...
4 horsemen and 3 kings, like the wise men?
Yes, 3 wise men. Yeah, those are shots that I had to do for my 21st birthday.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Balthazar and...
But whether that has any ties to what he did, I don't know.
Maybe it isn't. He said specifically what it was, too. I can't remember what it was. What was in the shots, but he was saying that one was like this, like accept, and one, 2 was for something, and 3 was to seal the deal.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what that's going to mean.
So, Mr. Wednesday hired Shadow Moon for a job. Mm-hmm. Is this job just to be the muscle? A bodyguard, an errand guy? Because he said, I'm just an errand boy. But what are these errands about?
And how do you become an errand boy for a god?
Yeah, like, what are you going to do?
And assuming that this god already has Mad Sweeney in his employ, which I thought may have been the case, but it wasn't explicitly said. Maybe it wasn't. But what does Wednesday need from Shadow Moon? I don't know. What could he offer?
Maybe like a pure soul and spirits.
He's going to be sacrificed into a volcano.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to put him off into a boat and set it on fire.
Xavier seems to think it was mead. But you don't usually do shots of mead. Because I usually have mead during my Game of Thrones nights. And it's like a wine. And you do say it's a wine, but I don't do shots of it.
Mead with a little bit of raspberry?
Little raspberry. All right, I want to explore some other gods here. So people are excited to see Orlando Jones.
I haven't seen him since the Sprite commercials back in the day.
Oh my God! I forgot about that. He was a 7-Up guy.
7-Up guy, right? That's how I know
him. Oh man!
I'm sure he's done other stuff. You've done other stuff. He had a talk show. I went to that. I was sitting in the front row.
Can we get Orlando Jones here? That would be great.
I just want to high five the guy.
Just want to high five you. Let's see.
Can't disappoint a picture.
Goodness, I'm sorry for the slow load, guys. I should have been more prepared.
Slow load.
Slow load.
I'm gonna write a song called Slow Load.
All right. So we have Easter, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. The old gods. Here are the old gods. We have Mr. Wednesday, Bilquis. Mr. Nancy, Mad Sweeney. There's a lot of characters. All right, so Easter is going to be the one in the series. Mm-hmm. And this is loading. Okay, there we go. Oh, she's going to be played by Kristen Chenoweth.
Really?
Yeah.
Glenda, yeah.
Yeah, Glenda the Good Witch in Wicked, and she's played on something on ABC. Pushing Daisies. Yes, Pushing Daisies. Okay, so it's another Brian Fuller tap-in. So, yeah, she's one of the old gods who Mr. Wednesday and Shadow visit to recruit. So, that gives us a clue that maybe he's going to help just recruit the old gods. They're probably going to travel around, almost like Django.
Yeah. Django in chains.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the whole thing. He's trying to recruit all the old gods to battle Technical Boy. Mm-hmm. The god of now.
The god of now.
Yeah.
So that's her thing in the series, and I want to know if she has powers. What's this Easter thing? Did she create the Easter bunny?
My
goodness.
A Germanic god.
Yeah, it doesn't really say. Yeah, she's a Germanic goddess and the namesake of the festival of Easter. Okay, thank you. I wanted to know if she had cool powers. Doesn't tell me. Who was another one? It was, you said like Loki. Didn't you say Loki? That's actually low-key Smith.
Low-key
like low-key.
Is that what you're doing with that? Okay, I get it.
I got you. I see you. Oh, he is. That's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. Okay, so remember we was calling, who'd you call him before? Jonathan, right?
Jonathan Tucker, the actor, yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Tucker, the actor. He was like, he reminds me of Loki. The alias is like Loki here, okay? I'm on the fandom for American Gods. And then, yeah.
I knew it.
He's a Norse god, apparently. Yeah, that's funny.
The Trickster god.
You knew.
Odin's brother.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
maybe it's all leading up to Ragnarok.
Oh my God. It's all gonna join in.
We're gonna have 2 instances of Ragnarok on the screen. One in the movies and one on TV. No, that's not what's going to happen. We have a new person joining us in the chat today. Oh, and I forgot to mention our third person couldn't make it today. I'm sorry, her name escapes me at this time, but we miss you. Wish you could have came. Wish I could have met you.
I know. I'm so upset. Okay, Serenity. Hey, Serenity. Welcome. And
what's up,
Joel. Josh asked, wasn't Mercury basically a messenger god?
He was, yeah.
What does that have to do with anything, Josh? Go to sleep. Josh is our other producer, has been traveling around on a job around the world. I don't know where he's at, Bolivia or something. Let's see. Who else do we have? Who else is making an appearance? Who else?
Mercury messenger god. Was that anywhere in there? In the episode?
No, I don't know. We talked Mr. Ebis, right?
Mr. Right. Nancy.
It was Mr. Ebis in the beginning. He looks familiar. Egyptian. Mm-hmm. But his occupation is a funeral director. He is an old god.
What's the actor's name?
Demore Barnes.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out who the guy was in the beginning, who was writing. Like wasn't it Welcome to America or because they played that again later on, or Meanwhile in America. Okay, so I think that was the guy.
I picked up that guy in Uber one time.
Zora. Verkanaya. Okay.
Baba Yaga. Bilquis.
Okay, so she's another old god. Is there many new gods here?
Chernobog.
She's one of the old gods, comes from Slavic mythology, represents the evening star Mercury, and has 2 sisters. So there we go. I guess that's what Josh was talking about earlier. And then we have Cheneborg. Cheneborg. I want to run into a new god here because this is like stacked with old gods.
I think it's just going to be Technical Boy.
Really?
Yeah. Like he's the big bad god right now and they're trying to topple him.
I mean, that probably makes sense because who else would be a new god? New what? Like new dating website god? Yeah. New Tinder god?
The god of Tinder.
That is very interesting.
Tindarius Magnus.
No, there has to be another old god. I'm going to look this up too. Okay. Oh.
It's going to be my name.
Okay, allies. Okay, that was like one of them. So this is going to be played by Peter Stormare.
Who's
comes
awesome.
From Slavic. Yeah? Where did you see him?
I don't know. He's got one of those faces.
Oh, one like character actor?
Yeah.
Kind of deal. I like character actors. Okay, my phone is like being terrible. So I can't find who may be a new god, guys. I'm sorry. But if you can find the new gods of American gods, let us know. Because I want to know if Technical Boy is going to have any allies other than the Power Rangers putties. Or the Confederate flag guys. like, come on. But that was, I want to go back to that because that's interesting imagery. And I want to know if anybody else kind of thought the same thing, and I was like, what's up with that, yo? What's up with that? Technical Boy?
Oh, I guess there are going to be like he's going to have, well, and it's what we think it is. Technical Boy, media.
New media, guys.
The black hats and the intangibles.
So media, the new goddess of television. She appears in the form of Lucy Ricardo from the well-known show I Love Lucy. Okay, the black hats, Mr. World, Mr. Town, Mr. Wood, Mr. Stone, exists out of America's obsession with black helicopters and the Men in Black. Like, okay.
They're like conspiracy theorists.
And the intangibles, new gods of the modern stock market, the personification of the invisible hand of the market. They would prefer not to directly confront the old gods because they are pretty much in favor of letting market forces take care of it. This is hilarious. Funny. Where is the god of food delivery?
I know. Where's that dude? There's got to be a god of gluttony still around, right?
Oh my, that's...
Even my homeboy.
Like,
homegirl.
That's so hilarious. It goes to show you why, like, mythology hasn't been updated because this is what they would come up with. I am the god of television, the god of Apple.
Yeah, the god of tech. I think it all lends into the whole theory that, you know, whatever the belief is that exists, it creates the god. Or
yeah, like a trend.
Mm-hmm.
Like something that's trendy. What would...
There should be the god of self-promotion here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. What god would you guys come up with? The new gods of today. What's going on now that we're obsessed with?
Firefest.
Oh my god. There was no god involved with that. So I'll tell you that. The Fire Festival. If you don't know what the hell we're talking about, get on BuzzFeed after this show. Okay? And speaking of, make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure you share with your friends so we can all talk about American Gods together on the live chat. And again, we do have our super chat feature. Hashtag that with Hungry Vagina, and we will highlight your comments. We'll get to you first.
Hungry Vagina.
Hashtag Hungry Vagina. I mean, how many shows ask you to do a hashtag Hungry Vagina? Only tonight, guys. One night only.
It's like QVC. It's a limited time offer.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what they're doing on the chat. Why would Odin reduce himself to a messenger / collector? Asked Justin.
I don't think that's what.
No. We're talking about Shadow Moon's the messenger / collector guy. I think Josh said that it's a funny hipster god. Kanye West's god.
Kanye West.
Apparently, Kanye West is a new god.
Makes sense.
He should guest star on this show.
Can you imagine how hilarious that would be?
Brian Fuller, get Kanye West.
Kanye West.
And then he just walks in with, I am a god. You know they're going to freaking play that shit, that song. God of money, god of railroads, says Serenity. God of railroads? Oh, we need a god of the LA metro system, that's for sure. Please help us. God of public transportation.
Mass trans god.
Yeah, because we have Uber and Lyft.
What would his name be? Or her name? Mass trans god.
I'm not going to say mass trans. Don't do that. God of comic books. Who else has stuff? Let's see.
It's just Stan Lee. Stan Lee cameo.
Stanley. Josh says Loki was responsible for Firefest.
The trickster god is. Yeah, it makes sense.
Serenity says, I'm all about the old gods. I rock with Isis, Ocean, and Aphrodite.
Damn.
I mean, me too. I'm not feeling these new gods and their names and their purposes. I'm
team old god. Can that be the new hashtag next time? Team old god.
Yeah, exactly. Ja Rule is a god. The god of gambling. I call him Gambler. Elon Musk, please help. Okay, guys. These are all good gods here.
I think this is way thinking into it too much, but like it's totally like the new gods have to be something that didn't exist in the past. So like money has always existed.
Yeah. Railroads are kind of dying down.
Yeah. Like gluttony has always existed. War, all that. Those are going to be all old gods. So it has to be something that's like new. Which I guess, yeah, technology is being worshipped these days.
Yeah, does he cover cell phones? I don't think he covers cell phones.
The brand god, the god of brands. That's kind of new.
Now, if he's like the new god of like technology,
yeah,
and we have these like the media god and stuff, is he just like at the top and everybody else is just below him?
Yeah. What does the pantheon look like here?
Yeah.
Can we get like a pedigree later?
Exactly. Are you just like the ultimate and they're all your like little subjects or whatever's going on?
Deity.
Exactly. So if you guys watch the show in the chat, let us know what you thought about it, like your rating A through F, if you would continue watching this show, and what you think is going to happen for the rest of the season. How many episodes? We only have, I believe, 8 episodes.
That's a short season.
It's a very short season because I know it's going to be done by the end of June. Yes, it'll be done by the end of June, so maybe about 12 episodes.
That's good to know. Because like I watched Stranger Things not knowing how many episodes there were.
Yeah.
And when it got to the last episode, I was like, why?
I'm so done. Yeah, I know. I hate checking on like Netflix, like how many more episodes I have to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I need to drag this out some more.
It's heartbreaking.
Are you gonna continue watching?
I think I will.
Yeah.
That would probably
You
require
think
me.
you will?
It will require me to get stars.
I know, it's very hard to get stars. I do believe they do free trials, like a week free trial, which, you know, again, like that'll only get you like what episode?
Different emails.
But I believe it was free for everyone today, so get on the Stars website and see if it is. If not, then at least you can watch episode 1 and 2 for free.
Oh, it's $8.99 a month.
It's only $8.99 a month. Maybe we'll talk to Stars for you guys and see if we can get you a promo.
I'll be very assertive.
But listen, $8.99 a month. You get it for a couple months for the series, and then you cancel because usually a lot of these things only do month to month anyway. Like they don't really make you do a year's commitment anymore.
Yeah, that's good. So,
I'm not sure. Double check on that because you're not going to blame me for this, guys. Yeah, I mean it's cheaper than a whole DVD set.
It's cheaper than going out to the movies.
Yeah, it's cheaper than a movie. You guys can get like 4 movies.
Yeah,
out
8
of
hours.
this.
Yeah,
4 movies out of this. But no, it's a really good show. If you like, you know, blood and violence and cursing and dudes
hungry
going
vaginas,
yes.
flying swords.
If you want to see more vaginas eating men.
That's what I've always wanted to see.
Whenever I'm going to see like the male population on Tinder and stuff go down now. Everyone's going to take a leave of absence. Like, yeah, that was very interesting.
Does the vagina eat anything else, though? Is it just...
Okay, I'm not going to even go there. Let's see if anyone's seeing anything on the chat. Let's see. Serenity, when it comes to old gods, I'm your expert. All right, we're going to tag you then.
What's up, Serenity?
So starting here's Mr. Wednesday. No, Serenity, guess you guys didn't watch the featurettes earlier. They have clips on all the new and old gods out there. Serenity, I'm sorry. My schedule's like so jam-packed, but I will be reading up more because I used to follow this all the time. I used to read about Greek gods and all the myths because that was very fascinating. It was like a very long time ago.
The same here.
Yeah.
We don't have any Greek gods in this one, though.
I guess Odin isn't Greek.
No, he's Norse.
Ooh.
Norse. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Technical boy is probably like Dutch or something.
Ryan Ninja Steel gives it a 5 out of 5. And Okay. So what do you think? Rate it A to F.
As a pilot?
As a pilot, give thoughts on like the story and the writing and the editing, the cinematography, anything you want to point out and highlight, acting, production value.
I think this is a really good pilot. I'm gonna go 5/5. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, as pilot. No, you have to grade it.
A? Okay, a letter grade. An A.
5 out of 5. Okay, what's the grade on that one?
I know. Technically, that's a 4.
Because when you do A+, that's a 5.
Is that a 5?
Right?
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. That is a 5. It's an A+. Grade point average, yeah.
Oh, you're doing A+.
I'm gonna go A.
He's going A.
It wasn't perfect. I mean, it was good though.
Yeah, this is gonna shock Jasmine, but I'm gonna go A as well because
really?
You do make a good point. It's a pilot episode, and I can't find much to fault with it. I do like the cast. I like the characters. Even the hungry vagina, the introductions to all the characters was pretty cool. I'm in love with the cinematography of it, and it did remind me a lot of 300 with some of this kind of stop motion actions, like when he punched Mad Sweeney in the face.
The slow motion ramp ups.
Yeah, exactly.
Ramp downs and stuff. Yeah.
And I guess that also has a touch of Guy Ritchie in there too, and I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So I'm definitely coming back, and not just because I have to do this show, but I will definitely be watching for the rest of the season. And I hope to get that book from Joseph so I can read the book as well. And if any of you are fans of the books, let us know how it compares. And
how many books are there?
There are 2 books.
There's only 2?
I don't know. Yeah, so the story was pretty tight, and it left me with questions. I want to see if Laura's coming back and how that's going to go down. Because she's skanky.
It's going to be crazy. What if she comes out all zombie?
Ooh, zombie Laura?
Zombie wife.
No, that's not cool.
No.
I don't think there's going to be zombies.
Too much zombie on TV.
Exactly.
We don't need more zombie.
No more zombies. Hashtag. So, Earl, where can we find you next?
You can find me on the internet.
Ooh, the internet is like this big.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, definitely get the Tomb Raider game.
Yeah, get Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's gonna be fun. It's been out for a while.
I'll be able to get it in 2 years when I'm done the first game. And I'll be like, Earl, I just heard you. Heard your voice.
I have people say that once you know it's me, it's I can't unhear the fact that it's you, man.
I know. A couple of people in the chat was like, hey, I recognize you.
Really?
Do you do something?
But on Twitter at Earl_Balon, and on Instagram at Early Be Good, like Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good.
Yeah. Or just go to earlbalon.com and everything's there.
Nice. Cool. And then, guys, you can find me on Facebook, Miggy Spicy, Instagram, Miggy Spicy, Miggy Cosplay on Instagram as well, Twitter, Miggy Spicy. So I think we both liked this episode. Again, this was the series premiere of American Gods. Check out the Starz website so you can get the free trial. Just, guys, cave in and get the $9 a month and just stick it out for the rest of the series. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. We'd love having you. Let's see if there's any final thoughts. Serenity says they took lines straight from the book into the show, which is, I guess it's okay. I don't know. I gotta read the book and see what I think about that. And Josh says Zombieverse.
Oh, also, you can find me if you're into improv. I do a monthly improv show at the Secret Rose Theater in North Hollywood. Our next show is Cinco de Mayo.
I'm definitely gonna go to your show.
Are you really?
I'm gonna go to your next show after that.
That
was a pretty big thing to leave out.
I know, sorry. I forget things.
It's Yeah, so if you live in Los Angeles, and let's see, Josh says Keith and I were discussing Guardians of the Galaxy 2 plans. If it's Friday, then yeah, I'm in. So, guys, you can go watch Guardians of the Galaxy with the hashtag crew. They'll be at the ArcLight Hollywood.
Nice.
I don't know where they're going to end up being. But thank you for joining us. We loved having you. We loved this episode. We're coming back for more. Sundays, our stream will be about 8:30 p.m. for our after show, and it will most likely be before the West Coast airing, so please be aware. You can always see this on Monday as well. So Yeah, again, like and subscribe to this video to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. Good night, guys.
Good night.